It's been a busy day for local firefighters with a number of grass and house fires. Thanks for joining us. I'm Seth Kovar. Mother Nature's making firefighters' jobs harder, too. Chris 6 reporter Roland. We have a garage fire today, the 1200 block of York Avenue. Hey there, Roland.
Good evening, Seth, and good evening, South Texas. There are so many factors when it comes to these fires like the one here on York Avenue. And one of the big factors is wind. A small spark can spread pretty quickly. And today, the Corpus Christi firemen have responded to at least 3 or 4 brush fires, not only here in town, but also around the county as well. They're also busy battling structure fires, like I mentioned, like the one here on York Avenue. Normally, there are 3 contributing factors that cause grass fires. One is irresponsible use of flammable materials. 2 is controlled burns that become uncontrolled burns. And 3, it's an act of nature, something that pretty much is out of your control.
Irresponsible use of flammable materials would be things like smoking, throwing cigarette butts out, fireworks, campfires, children experimenting with fire. The controlled burns that become uncontrolled burns would be people just forget to take the wind into consideration. It's dry here, so they don't expect the grass to burn as fast as it does.
And the biggest thing people can do to help the fire department is call it in as soon as they see it. As for the fire here on York Avenue, we know that a power line snap landed on the garage and that caused a fire. There were no injuries. Fire department was able to put it out pretty quickly. Seth?
All right, Roland, thanks. At least no one got hurt. A house fire on the south side might be a case of arson. Investigators are trying to figure out if a man started that fire inside a closet or if it started some other way. It happened just before 3 this afternoon near the intersection of Mansions Drive and Rodfield Road. Firefighters had the fire out in just 5 minutes. There's no word on if the man faces any charges yet. And a house is damaged after a fire on the city's west side as well. It started just after 11:30 last night near the intersection of Robin and Churchill Drives. A mattress somehow caught fire outside the home, and eventually the flames made their way inside and caused some damage. Thankfully, no one lives there. Investigators are still trying to figure out how that fire started as well.